The crypto market is scaring people right now because we have a lot of red happening right now, and it seemed like everything was going to be fine. We fell a little bit on some weird news earlier in the day, but then it looked like we were returning right back to where we were. I even posted a video on why the market fell at the time that it did, but now I think we're falling for a different reason, and someone is selling, and it's causing some fear in the market. We're going to go through it. If you don't mind, hit the subscribe button so you see future videos. That's great. There's a link down there to Patreon. In case you want to know what I've been buying and selling, you can check that link out underneath the video. Sometimes you get access to videos a little bit sooner and you get updates throughout the day. Now, Bitcoin is down 3% on the 24-hour. Ethereum down 4%. A lot of other cryptos down 4, 5, 10%. Some even more than that. Why is this happening? Now, some people might think that was due to inflation news this morning because we did have the PPI come in. But as we talked about earlier in the day, it actually came in quite positive. So I don't think that's the reason we're falling down today. Because again, if you want to see one of my past videos, it's quite bullish what we saw today. A lot of people thought it was due to the DOJ because they announced that they were going to take a massive stance on crypto or something. They were doing a live stream all of a sudden at noon today, and that caused the markets to fall down. And you can see as soon as people figured out why this was, why they were actually doing the live stream, we pumped right back up. So I think that's the reason we fell initially. I even made a video on that saying that it was pretty much a nothing burger. But that's not why we're falling right now. Well, is it because of the S&P 500? Is it because we are getting rejected again? You can see I've talked about this several days, but we hit this point, the same point that we've hit 5 times in a row now, or 6 times in a row, just being rejected, going straight down after we hit this trend line. I don't think that's the reason that we're falling down either. I think it's something a little bit worse than that because so far we have been pretty much disconnected from the S&P 500, from the stock market over the last few days. We've just been pumping through a lot of key resistances, and I think this does play a part in it, but I think there's something else that's even bigger that's happening right now. It came out today that Genesis Trading is preparing for Chapter 11 bankruptcy and that they're expecting it to be no later than early next week, likely end of this week. DCG is doing all it can to protect the DCG brand name, even if it means sacrificing a portfolio company and its creditors. So it came out, again, just that they're going bankrupt, that they're going to declare bankruptcy. Now, this is not a done deal, but if they're going bankrupt, a lot of people are thinking maybe they have to cover with cryptos. If you remember just a few weeks ago, about a month ago, actually, almost to the day, that a lot of people were thinking that DCG was dumping on the market. You can see these huge changes in price. Filecoin down 21% in a day, Mask Network down 14%, Stacks down 12%, Flow down 11%. And if we go to their portfolio today, you can see they do have a lot of cryptos that are down pretty significantly, 11.6%. API3 is down 11%, Filecoin down 10%, Reserve Rights down 10%, the Graph down 9%. Now they hold some other cryptos as well, like Bitcoin, Ethereum, which are down a little bit less, but those are larger markets too, or larger market caps. So there's some question whether they're just dumping because they have to dump if they actually are declaring bankruptcy, that they can't, go and declare bankruptcy without going through some of their liquid assets first. Now, part of it might just be that the market's kind of pricing in this Chapter 11 bankruptcy. We know that markets price in news, and it doesn't even have to be. It doesn't even have to be done, right? Even if they haven't gone through with Chapter 11 bankruptcy, large investors are measuring the likelihood that happens. What is that going to do to the market? And they are pricing this in, just like we price that in with different companies and stocks. If some company announces that they're doing a price cut, they're going to update their models. So I think that this is part of the reason that we are seeing a little bit of a decline in the market today. And, the other reason might just be because we're having a healthy pullback. If we look here, it looks pretty ugly, right? I mean, we fell, we came up a little bit, and now we just continue to fall. But if we zoom out a bit, if we go to the 1 hour, right, we've been pretty much just trading up since we had this explosive move. And if we go a little bit further back too, we've seen nothing but green for a while here. It's normal to see a healthy pullback, hopefully some consolidation, some sideways action, and then we break through again. So I'm not saying that's necessarily going to happen. I've been saying that there are some things on the horizon that we have to look out for. DCG and Genesis being the biggest, that's going to be well, it could be bad. It could go smoothly as well. It's going to take some time to figure out exactly what's going to happen and figure out what's going to happen to the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, what's going to happen to ETH as well, the Ethereum Trust. We're going to have to sit, watch, and see, but that's why I think that you should probably have some cash on the sidelines just in case something like this comes up and it does cause the market to fall down. I have been just being cautious the last few days. I haven't tried to buy thinking we're going to go back up and explode. I bought a couple weeks ago, and while we're moving up right now, I'm happy just to kind of sit and watch. I don't need a dollar cost average right now. Of course, we could blow right back up, and I've been dollar cost averaging a lot over the last year, so I'm okay just sitting for a little bit of time, seeing what happens with the market, seeing what happens with DCG. If we go up, great. Then I have some more cash that I've been piling for other investments, let's say real estate or for the stock market. And if we fall back down, well, then I have some cash. Now, of course, this is just my opinion. Let me know your thoughts on this underneath the video. Again, there's been so much that's been going on today. I think there are probably some people confused why we're moving down now when the DOJ was largely a non-issue, as a nothing burger. Then also we had great PPI news this morning. This is why. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. Check out the links underneath the video if you want to support the channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.